Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well and welcome back to our 1900 to 1945 Capital Ship League. We're on round 2 now, Battle 3. British Vanguard Battleship versus the Italian Littorio class battleship. Let's find out how they got here. So round 1 saw the mighty Vanguard captained by Davros against the French Richelieu battleship with Dirty, and Vanguard just scraped by. I would like to have said it was a convincing victory, but it wasn't, but it got through, and that's all that matters. The Littorio, captained by Dirty, beat Rodney. It broke my heart. You sent Rodney to the bottom. How could you? Captained by Davros, and Littorio got through. Now, before we go on to today's battle, we've got 2 themes to cover. They're both quite big, but I'll do them as fast as I can. Theme 1. Quite a few of you have complained, or maybe should I say petitioned, that the first handful of battles, so let's say these 6 down here, you want to see them redone because we weren't very experienced at the time. There were no major problems, but we just didn't know as much as we knew in the subsequent battles. So I've had that on the back burner. Another thing you've said is that you want to see a second league. So all of these 16 ships that got knocked out of the initial 32, you want to see fight again. You don't want to get rid of them, which I completely understand. There's some amazing ships that got knocked out. So this is my idea. This is the expanded league. So if we start here are the first 32 that we did. Here are the 16 winners that went through to round 2, and obviously we're doing round 2 at the moment. Following in white, here is round 2. So winners round 2, and you can see we've had that battle, and Alaska and Tirpitz have gone through to the quarterfinal. Now, if we continued in this vein, what we would do is finish off round 2, get the last 8 in the quarterfinal. They would fight. Then we would get the last 4 in the semi-final. Then we would get the last 2 in the final, and then we would get a winner. Here's my proposal for expanding it. What we could do is finish off round 2 and finish off the winners quarterfinal. Then put this leg of the competition on hold, pause it. Then we go to losers round 2 here. So we take all the 16 that lost round 1, these guys here, and we fight them in losers round 2. They will go through to a final 8 here, known as the losers quarterfinal. They will battle and will have the final 4. We then mix in the final 4 from the winners quarterfinal and the losers quarterfinal to the super quarterfinal, and you can see it's mixed red and white. This is a way of reintroducing or giving a second chance the 16 that were kicked out in round 1 without really upsetting things. There's nothing that's really unfair about it. Of those last 8, then we'll go through to the semi-final 4, then through to the final, and then added on to that we can do the Montana Challenge. The biggest, heaviest, nastiest battleship that never was, USN Montana, can take on the winner of the competition to see who wins that. That's my proposal. It kind of satisfies what you guys have been asking for without upsetting or biasing what we've already done. I would like your opinion on that, viewers, so please comment, and we read the comments in these viewers, sometimes to our horror, but we do it. As well as that, I'm going to put a straw poll vote link in the video description. Please go in there and vote whether you want to do this or not. Now, the second thing we want to cover, viewers, is the last battle that's just come out, because we do these a week or so ahead of what you see, is the Bismarck versus the Alaska cruiser. And to, well, certainly my surprise, the Alaska won. It got a magazine hit at about 15 kiloyards and put Bismarck out. You guys were really unhappy. Lots of you guys were really, really unhappy, very emotional that Bismarck was knocked out. Lots of down thumbs and stuff like that. And so I've been talking to my boys about it, and we've been trying to understand what happened. And so Longbow has put a little report together. Let's quickly go through it to see how the Bismarck lost. So this was prepared by Longbow. He's just jumped in before he had to go to work. I'm going to blast through it. First of all, we have to look at the angle of hit and detonation. The detonation appears to go through the forward bow and detonated B turret. You can see that's where they were at the time. And you can see here's the damage to Bismarck. There is B turret, and B magazine obviously blew up. Next thing, we need to look at Bismarck's armour around the area. This is actually modelled correctly, as close as War on the Sea can manage to historical accuracy. You can see that cell there is highlighted. That's magazine B, that's magazine A, and you can see the vertical and the horizontal armour. That cell there, all the places where the shell may have had to have come through. There, and there. Next, Bismarck is not the one at fault here. What happened was we underestimated the power of Alaska's guns. This image I slightly altered as Cap uses kiloyards versus the data. I can bring him in millimetres, but the graph is still correct. So you can see the 12-inch shell at 15 kiliyards, which would have been there, could have penetrated that much armour there. And we're not just doing this for fun, this is going to play very much into today's battle viewers as we learn more and more. Next, Bismarck got detonated at 15 kiliyards, about 7.5 miles, indicating that even around 18 kiliyards, Alaska's guns had enough punch to get through her armour and potentially into the magazine, especially through those weaker 200mm, 80mm armoured pieces, which historically she did have tapered armour belts towards the fore and aft. She was not at the newer all or nothing spec, but had the older banded armour scheme. So he's looked at that there, Bismarck's armour, that there, the penetration at 15 kiliyards, and showing that the shell could get through. And her guns are accurate. This is the data from nav weapons, so general real-life information as best we know. As we can see, her guns can get through now on 400mm of belt armour, more than enough to get through both her main belt and the extreme ends of her belt. So 15 kiliyards there on the 12-inch shell. Get through vertical, 16 inches of armour, 400mm at 1745 feet per second. Without knowing how War on the Sea processes armour shell penetration, we don't know how it calculates ammo detonation, so the actual magazine exploding. However, the data we do have indicates Bismarck being vulnerable to Alaska's guns. Here is Nelson's guns, and Nelson has, I think, British 16 inches. Confirmed to have penetrated Bismarck's main belt. Is that in real life?
Yep.
Oh, right. So Nelson's 16 inches penetrated Bismarck's real life at 15 kiliyards. It has 30mm less penetration than Alaska's. So here is our 16 inches. There's 50. Okay, yeah. So it has less penetration because we had crapper shells, basically. And it can still penetrate. Finally, last note, while it does seem unlikely for Alaska to detonate Bismarck, the raw penetration of Alaska's guns both in the game and real life seem to indicate that Bismarck would have indeed been vulnerable to belt penetrations of Alaska. The last factor we can say is luck. Was Alaska lucky to detonate Bismarck? Yes. Some examples of how luck can factor into World War II battles notably include the Fritz X guided German bomb against USS Savannah. A Brooklyn-class light cruiser got hit by one in sea turret and sailed back to the US for repairs with nearly 200 casualties. HMS Warspite battleship took 2 bombs. She survived with, I didn't know this by the way, she survived with only 9 casualties and then took revenge on D-Day. By casualties we mean deaths. Roma, a Littorio class, meanwhile took 2 bombs and detonated her number 2 magazine, resulting in the loss of the ship. Basically, it's luck. Where does the shell hit? Also, Bismarck's magazines are under her turtle back, which for me are angled 120mm plates slightly above the waterline, but we don't think Sea Power models that, by which it means War on the Sea. Instead it only does horizontal and vertical, but it kind of interpolates those figures to pretend to have sloped armour. Thank you for putting that together. Longbow, anything to add?
No, that's pretty much it.
And that shows how, with the real life figures, that shot was possible. Again, it comes down to luck, and you get luck sometimes and you don't. But thank you for that. And on to today's battle. First, HMS Vanguard, 1945 fit, and what a beast she is. Dimensions, 840 feet long, 108 feet in the beam. Displacement, nearly 45,000 tons. Ooh-wee. Crew, 1,975, and only one was built in the class. In terms of guns, all this is going to be critical today, viewers. So, her guns are 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, so 8, 15 inches by 42 long caliber. Range 32 kiliyards. Reload time a very respectable 28 seconds. Secondary guns fairly miserable. 16, so that's 8 per side, 5.3 inch. 50 caliber, giving 23.5 kiliyards of range. Reload time an adequate 6.7 seconds. In terms of her sensors and armour, surface search radar 16 miles, air radar not relevant for today. Armour, belt 14 inches, deck 6 inches, magazine 15.5 inches, turret 13 inches, bridge 3 inches, superstructure, strangely high, 13 inches. On to Littorio. Dimensions, 780 feet long, 108 feet in the beam again, pretty ship. Maximum speed is 30 knots, crew 1,830, 3 in the class, Littorio, Veneto, and of course the mighty Roma. In terms of weapons, she has 3, so 9 guns, 15 inch, a massive 50 long caliber, and a huge range of 47 kiliyards. Reload time Ha ha ha! 45 seconds. That's a you problem. Secondary guns looks pretty potent. First, 12, 6 per side, caliber 16, 6-inch, 28 kiloyards. I think that's the longest secondary we've seen so far. That's 55 long caliber. That's going to be problematic. Look at them. Oh dear. Reload time. Aha, good. 12 seconds. Secondary guns, other type. 12, 6 per side, 3.5 inch, dual purpose these ones. 14 kiloyards. We probably won't see those today. Reload time, 5 seconds. I'll apologise for my voice at this point, viewers. This is a bit poorly at the moment, but we'll get by. Sensors and armour. Surface search radar, none. Oh dearie me. No surface search radar. Well, that may come into play. We'll have to see. Air radar, not relevant today. Noise and stuff, not relevant for what we're doing. We will go into World War II subs at some point, but we're not ready yet. Belt, 12.5 inches. Deck, 5 inches. Mag, 14 inches. Turret, 14 inches. Bridge, 14 inches. Superstructure, 1.5 inches. Before we look at predictions, guys, there's one important slide I have to show. So over the past, whatever we've done, 20 battles nearly, we've learnt about controlling the ship tactically. We've learnt how to hit ships. But what we're just learning about really now, especially inspired by the Bismarck battle, was penetration. You can be the best, most accurate ship in the world, firing the best, most accurate shells that hit every time. It doesn't matter if they plink off the armour. And so penetration is very important. Now I'm going to put this slide up. We're going to do this for every battle because it's so important. Look at Littorio. Her 15 inches at 20 kiloyards range, which is a kind of normal range that we're going to be fighting at, will penetrate a side armour of 20 inches or 510 millimetres. That's enormous. Vanguard has the same size guns, as in 15 inches. But look, at 20 kiloyards, she can only penetrate about half, less than 12 inches, less than 300 mil. Why this massive discrepancy? Well, the reason is the way the guns were designed, the age of the guns. So Vanguard is firing modern shells, but she's firing them from a World War I gun, much less caliber long. It means that the Italian is going to be firing much hotter, much faster shells, bigger muzzle velocity, much more penetration. Okay, well, how does it do that? Is it cheat mode? Well, no, it means they have to run the gun barrels much hotter. And if you look at barrel life, which is critical to this, the British 15-inch barrel would survive 335 rounds before it had to be replaced or you know, whatever they have to do. Whereas the Littorios can only go about 120 rounds, so only a third as much. Why is that? Well, it's because of the design, what the battleship was designed for. The British ship is designed to operate anywhere in the world at any time, so it can't just go into port and get some new guns. Whereas Littorio is a Mediterranean ship designed to patrol the Mediterranean, therefore not going far away from base, therefore it can have less endurance on its guns, therefore it can have hotter guns, bigger muzzle velocity, and it can do much more damage. Are you still here, Longbow? Are you happy with that description?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the only thing to mention is that Italy did have an empire, but it was concentrated around the Mediterranean, so that's where its life would be.
Roger. Okay, well, thanks for that info. And that's what we're really delving into today, viewers. We're all tying it in together. Penetration, penetration, penetration. Big question follows up. Is this the reason why the British ships have been doing so badly in the competition? They've done terribly. Big, famous ships have been sunk. It may be that our guns just aren't competing in penetration. Wouldn't be surprise me, guys. We're going to make a prediction. We've got two ships that on the face of it are fairly even, both big 40,000 tonners, both firing big 15-inch guns, although we've seen that one is going to penetrate a lot more than the other. Can I have a prediction and a reason?
It's going to be a tactical battle today, we'll see. They're pretty well balanced, to be honest.
Roger.
Vanguard, in theory, has the accuracy, Littorio just has the punch.
Roger, accuracy and punch. Well, there you go. There's my thumbnail, guys. I obviously want Vanguard to win because I want Vanguard to win the competition, but I know she's not really, and probably Littorio is going to win, but stand by. That's it. Davros today is going to be Vanguard because he's obviously British. Dirty's going to be Littorio, although he's not Italian. It's been really interesting having this chat, viewers. Sorry to use up so much of your time. And go. Let's see some accuracy versus armor penetration. Davros in Vanguard. Direction and firing orders, please.
So right to 100, and then it's going to be HE full spot.
HE full spot. Oh, this is new and brave. HE full spot, and this is how I check it. Viewers, I go there. HE full spot. Littorio, send.
45 port, please, and narrow spot.
I'm going to assume you said port there. You're on a cell phone, obviously, so you bad. So port is that way.
Port, yes.
Roger. And sorry, what's the gunnery?
Narrow spot.
AP. Okay. Obviously, he's had to tune in on a cell phone today, viewers, so we're going to break up. We're just going to do the best we can. We have to do the best we can with what we've got. AP, narrow spot, fire and check, done. Right, that's it, guys. So we've got Vanguard going long-range sniper, as he absolutely should. Littorio going 45-degree aggressing with full broadside, as she should. We've got terrain on today, viewers. It's not going to play a part, and I've told the boys they're not allowed to use the terrain to their advantage because it's not what we're interested in today. I just wanted to give you some better graphics, is all. In the Solomon Islands. We start at 30 kilojards. Some of you guys are unhappy with that, but I think it's going to be best if we keep it static. Guys, any other orders?
Smoke on for Vanguard, please.
Not yet.
Smoke on, aye.
I believe Vanguards have got radar, and the Italians don't have radar, so we're going to use that advantage.
You're absolutely right. Now, how integrated the radar is with the guns is something that you need an expert to say, because we don't know. It may be well integrated, it may be partially integrated, it may be fully integrated. I know a lot of the like Iowa and stuff was fully integrated, but I'm sure it'll help. And it is modelled. We've checked with the game maker, and it is modelled. Littorio, you're doing exactly what you should. Man, that does look a sexy ship, guys. Does anyone know if it was painted white in real life or had this very light colour? Also, I'm sure these ships had a stripy front as well. I wonder why the Fox
Roma certainly did.
Not all of them, no.
I wonder why some of them did. Interesting.
They didn't, at the start, know which ship they bombed, so it took a while before they figured out that they were bombing their own ships from airplanes, so that's why not all of them have it.
How Italian of them, guys. Littorio has closed. They're now at 26 kilojards. I want to see some damage from Vanguard. Now, the only slightly dangerous thing is we've got a Vanguard smoking, but that will stop her. It will stop her getting hit, but it will also stop her hitting and put her accuracy right down.
We're just going to bring her speed down as well to about 20 knots.
You're not going to hit with smoke on because it's taking your accuracy down. You're aware of that, obviously.
So what's accuracy at the moment?
So it'll be terrible because of the smoke. You're on spot, but you can't get your accuracy up because of the smoke. So what you're doing is you're allowing him to close at this point.
Yeah, okay. Smoke off then.
Bit of a tactical
And I'm
blunder.
faster.
We'll try and get rid of that. Okay, so smoke off.
Yeah.
Check. You're on spot. Your accuracy is now finally starting to go up. We'll try and get a little higher. Littorio, your accuracy, I need to start doing my job, is low, obviously, because of the smoke, so you'd have to stay on spot for the time being. So let's see. So we're restarting the battle at 26 kilojards.
That could be lack of radar as well. So we know the radar does give a buff to the gun direction chip, so...
Double check smoke is off. That is smoke and it is off. Not much wind on today, so it's loitering. Accuracy still not fully up. I think the spot's got to do more of a job than that. No hits so far, obviously. What smoke does, viewers, is it basically nullifies the battle. It just stops the battle for a bit because it means no one can hit the other guy. Especially useful in... Oh, we got our first hit. Good shot. Did we get penetration?
Not looking for penetration at the moment. I'm looking
No.
for exactly what it's done, which is taking out secondaries, and I want those fire directors gone if I can.
You slowed
That's
them
why
down.
I'm using the HE.
For some reason, we're still very low percentages, but that's probably because we haven't recovered from the smoke yet, so we'll give them a bit more time on spot. We've got 90%, still very low. Very low. Again,
Extreme range at the moment.
yeah, we haven't had enough salvos to get the spot on yet posting. Let me double check everything. Your HE, your full, your spot check. Littorio, your...
I have direct south, please.
Aye, direct south, sir. It's making the charge. Still no accuracy. I'm going to reapply your spot just to make sure everything's okay. So if you reapply,
Yep.
Vanguard, I'm going to HE reapply your spot. You're full, weren't you? Full. So you are HE full spot reapplied. Littorio, you are AP narrow spot reapplied. Let's try and get some accuracy on the go here. I've never seen the accuracy be so low, guys. I guess we have to just hope that they get their job done. They should both be at 99% by now. 25 kilojards. FYI, Davros, you've got 6 more shots of HE, and then you are out.
Yep.
But there's still
yeah, but
still 5 minutes.
It's done the job effectively anyway. That one's did too, so it's slowed down for a while. So yeah, we'll change to AP now.
Question to the viewers: why are the shot solutions so low? The only thing that's changed is that we're now in the Solomon Islands, but there's no reason for it to affect that. The sea state is normal, the wind is normal, so everyone's shot solutions is incredibly low, which is bad for Vanguard, and I don't know why it is. They're both spotting. I don't see anything else that I've done wrong. It's weird, isn't it, guys? It's really weird. I've reapplied spot just to try and get that done. We just have to see what happens. This is all new, viewers. If it's a problem with our location, then we'll change it, obviously, and we'll go back to where we were. But I see no reason why that would be. So you let me know, please, Viewingtons.
So we'll swap to AP on Vanguard, and then unfortunately I need to get within that 15,000 yards, which brings in Littorio's obstacle directors, which probably means I'm going to die.
Spread.
We've tried the HE at long range, it hasn't really done an awful lot, so we're going to go 045 degrees. So
right, so you want to go
045 degrees.
045 degrees. I need firing. I need AP, and what spread?
Narrow.
Spot on. Because you've still got terrible accuracy. Yeah. Okay, I confirm. AP narrow spot, and you've got plenty of shells there. Littorio's nearly burnt her guns out already. Still terrible. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, Dirty. You're on AP, you're on narrow, your ammo is infinite, but your accuracy is terrible. I don't see what I'm doing wrong. Your radar's turned on. You haven't even got a radar on. It thinks it's their search radar. Usually we'd be pinned at 90% by now. Let me know, viewers. You guys play the game more than me, strangely. Her Dirty's closing. You're 23 kiliyards now. 23 kiliyards.
You're working with raw radar returns on all these ships at these age because there's no computerized filtering of anything. So it's, you could be getting clutter back from the hills.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
Don't know.
But that wouldn't affect Littorio.
Exactly, Littorio isn't going to get that anyway. Does having a backdrop against another ship make a difference to you actually identifying it and get a range?
Yeah.
I doubt it again.
Yeah, could that backdrop upset the optical stereoscopics? Let us know your thoughts there. This is all new to us. It's all new. I thought I knew having a new difference in terrain. That's all I thought. I didn't realise it would have any bearing on the fight, but we'll see what happens. Maybe it was a stupid idea. We're at 23 kiliyards. Checking. Still terrible accuracy. Worst I've seen on any battleship since we've been doing this. Spot is on. We're doing everything we can do to get that up. Littorio is closing. So what this has really done is nerf Vanguard, because Vanguard wanted her hits at the beginning, but no one's going to hit anyone with these terrible accuracies.
I have 45 degrees to the right and full spot.
AP, fire. You are full spot. AP, your accuracy is terrible. Vanguard. AP, narrow spot, your accuracy is equally terrible. Weird fight, not how I thought. I thought a battleship would be dead by now.
We're going to come port to 000.
I'm just leaving your spotters on, guys, because you'd be 60% with that, mate.
Since when did you become a hard charger, Dad?
Since I started getting competitive.
Yeah, no much choice at these accuracies, guys. No one's going to hit anyone.
No.
It's weird, isn't it? It's like when we started and we didn't know how to play, but now we do know how to play. It's just the directors aren't working.
As I've got no fire solution anyway, let's just get the speed up and get close. So speed back up to flag, please. 22
kiliyards. Still, no one can hit anyone.
Surprised the Littorio's secondaries haven't started thudding around them yet. But
well, they should do.
Glad they're not. If they're not,
they are targeting Vanguard. They have a range of. They are at 20 kiliyard. Are they firing?
Yeah, they just did. Yeah.
Roger. Okay, and that's going to change everything. Still, no solution at all. What the deuce is going on?
This won't be down to 20 knots, please.
Smell a replay coming on, guys.
Just trying to remember if there wasn't an update. Was there an update to this game?
Not that I've seen.
Just bring Vanguard 10 degrees to starboard, please. I'm not bothered because I am going to try and do some manoeuvring to just slither in behind Littorio, but I'm not bothered about cutting the tree too much, but I do want to get closer. I don't want to get hit when I get closer. Balance that one, guys.
Can I have spot off and narrow, please?
Alright, for what it's worth. So along the belt here.
Yeah, have a few hits.
It's under control. Again, these ships should be all completely on fire by now.
How's my rear arc?
Rear arc, Dirty, is a couple of degrees out.
Put me another 5 degrees, right?
You are on AP, you're on narrow, you're not on spot. Vanguard is AP, narrow, and spotting.
Yeah, and I want to make sure I'm up to full speed, and it's going to be
done.
Port by 90 degrees. Still trying to, I'm essentially going to try and zigzag.
Roger.
I'm going to try a small ship tactic against a big ship. Yes, folks, this is going to get my guns out of arc, but I need to close that distance below 1,500 yards. Otherwise, I've got virtually no pen. I'm going through the softer outside armour of Littorio, but I'm not hitting the vitals.
We have a hit. Finally. could not be more superficial.
I think that was a secondary.
Yeah, it was a secondary.
Yeah, so.
Knocked some paint
I
off.
think I would have done a lot more than that.
16. We haven't seen many get this close
So
before. 16
my
kills.
secondaries are starting to open up now as well. So
Aye. Still, 90% maximum cigar, 50% dirty. I mean, you might as well not bother shooting. What is going
have we got
on?
damage to a director?
That range, it does not make sense.
Broken. The game's broke. We broke the game. That is very unfortunate, guys. We'll almost certainly be redoing this, trying to figure it out. Let's carry on for the time being. I don't know. You tell me.
50% at that range, that is weird.
We'll have to.
They both should have been 99% at sub 25 kilyards. So there you go. We've broken it.
Although I am manoeuvring, but that's.
Shouldn't make that big of a
We've been doing this for a long time now.
You wouldn't have thought so, would you? No. So Vanguard needs to keep coming port until all those guns are on bearing.
Which they will be now.
Might need to come port by another 10-20 degrees, we'll see.
Would be very nice if I got like a double mag hits right now.
What's that called? The dirty manoeuvre?
Yes.
You finally got your accuracy. Do you want to go to rate of fire now?
No, I want to keep on spot, please. It's such low accuracy. I need that big.
Roger.
I suspect if it's low accuracy, it'll be high fall off as well.
Roger, you're up to 83%. That's the best you can get, even with your spotter on Littorio, for reasons that I can't possibly understand. Damage is coming in. Vanguard, no damage. So you can't hit Vanguard. You just cannot. You've not had a single large shell hit her. That's a large shell, I think.
I'm starting to pack
put
away
off
now.
the spanner that's not doing anything and put it on the fire.
So Littorio is starting to take damage in its engine spaces as well, which is good news for me.
Got some fire.
So as I was saying, we'll probably have to throw this video past one of the, I'm going to call him one of the curators of the game. I wouldn't say he was a dev, but he's certainly a curator of the game, has excellent knowledge of it. Still maintaining it. Thank you very much. So we'll see what ideas they've got, and we'll get you back with any answers we do get.
Roger, 15 kilyards.
I'd say this has actually been one of the most accurate for fire directorship battles we've had, because that over the horizon spotting has been absolutely naff. Vanguard's was slightly better because she had the radar. Littorio's was almost zero.
I think you're starting to struggle though.
I think I've got good accuracy now, yeah. I'm starting to do damage.
Take me down to 10 knots, please.
Aye. Put that fire out.
Out, but I don't care. Not at this range.
No, it's just going to be. It's almost 18th century tactics now, isn't it? We're almost broadside on, just smashing each other to pieces.
So you're still spotting, yeah. Best we
Drop
can
my
do for you.
speed by 4 knots, please. It's because I lost my funnel, so
Yeah,
it slowed
just
down
saw
more
that.
than I wanted to.
Got accuracy pinned on Vanguard, but she had to get to 14 kilyards to do it, which is a little odd. Damage. Funnels hurt. 8 turrets out.
Let's take that spot off now and see if I can get ready to fire off.
Aye. Confirmed. On to rate of fire. Let's see what happens at 14 kilyards.
How's my rear arc?
Just in, but you need to move.
Oh,
10
just got
degrees
out.
right.
A minute and a half before they get control of that. So you're hitting her a lot, but you're not penetrating the big cells.
Exactly what the table said. Yeah.
All my secondaries are firing now.
Yeah.
That's a full cruiser's broadside coming off those secondaries, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Basically, yes.
Pretty much, yeah. It's amazing how heavily I can see them. We are indeed over the horizon. That's 7 miles, so we can just about see the bottom of their ship now. They're on 99%. You're on rate of fire.
I'm now taking significant damage in my armour spaces.
Just a bit, yes.
Got, fire. Looks like you're going to get control of that fire.
Yeah. And we've got mag space fire as well, so never a good idea.
Just can't get through that big, tough armour. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Lots of little pecks.
We're just giving Littorio a bit of a Halloween effect there with all the flames.
Roger. As it stands, you are winning. You've got 3. No, yes, you are winning. You've got 1 fully critical cell that's fully out. So Vanguard's winning.
Don't
But
forget the funnel.
Yeah.
I doubt you're going to 60 minutes.
I'm not going to be, because I suspect I'm going to have 4 or 5 cells that are going to be knocked out.
Roger, you're retaining your fire control, your solution, which is good. So you're still laying down fire.
Not a lot else I can do. I've got within the range I'm supposed to be penetrating at, and I've got a good fire directorship going on.
Yeah.
It's just going to be that lucky round now.
Yeah.
Damn, you're not repairing your turret.
To be honest, I probably need to keep that flooding under control, so I'm happy with that.
Okay. Just so the valued viewers are saying, you know.
Yeah, you can't use your turrets if you sunk, can you? So.
True.
I agree. In it'd be a balancing act, wouldn't it? So I'm sure the gun crews wouldn't just sit there on their asses going, "Oh."
Do I have spot on or spot off?
You are on at the moment, but you need it to be honest because it's broken. Fire. It's now off. You're now on the rate of fire for a little while. Just keep an eye on that. Now the question is it biasing the result or not? Because let's say there's a factor in here that's reducing everyone's by 50%. That wouldn't bias the result per se, because it would make everyone equal, if you know what I mean. It would affect everyone equally, is what I'm trying to say, proportionally. That's the answer.
This battle is still going how I thought it would.
Davros, you're out of accuracy. Do you want to start spotting?
Yeah, please.
I would agree with that. Just get the accuracy up, which is what you need. Keep an eye on that.
Can we also go starboard by 20 degrees and just keep those rears in angle if we can? Just trying to get a little bit closer, get that penetration up, but it works both ways.
You've still got your retention as best you can anyway, in this weird situation.
If we have a look at the damage control, what we've got flooding and damage wise, heavy and moderate for Littorio.
Yeah.
Well, I think Vanguard's got might be heavy on both at the moment.
Remember the last time I saw a 15-incher hit. We're 13 kilojoules now. Every single 15-incher should be hitting. It's almost like we're playing, but everyone's equally drunk. Everyone's had a quart of rum, but it is proportional. So every sailor's had it on both sides. That's the battle you're viewing now, viewers.
We've had a good roast beef dinner. I had the port afterwards, and the Italians have had a wonderful pasta dish and a load of red wine.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Right, you're up. I'm turning your spot off. Back to rate of fire. And done.
So let's just have a look at that damage for. We're moderate, so on that we are winning at the moment. But I'd say it's just that lucky strike.
Yeah. 23 minutes in.
Another flooding.
Roger. Looking at the time. That flooding's about to go. That flooding's about to go. That flooding's about to go. So you're about to get a bunch of cells back online. It's like a slow motion battle because everything's going so slow because the accuracy is so low. We've got lots of talking time at least, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're not rushing. It's like an Italian drunk battle. We are down to 7 miles.
Right. Okay. So Longboat did an amazing amount of work after the Bismarck match.
Spot on.
I'd say I was one of those that was surprised by Bismarck going down in the manner she did. But then we looked at the stats, and those Alaska classes were mean ships in many, many ways.
Those guns were just so American. Just
I hate it. I hate those guns. I don't. Yeah. Still a. Oh, good shot! Finally, a 15-inch hit.
Mag and one on the gun.
Aye. Just done. Yeah, finally got a 15-inch hit. And that's both her front guns off. No, sorry, it's a rear gun off. No, something ain't right there. Oh well, whatever. Don't know. Yeah. Yes, all of her guns have stopped. All of her 15 inches have stopped. Stopped. Because magazine.
That's because I only have one mag in the front.
Jesus.
Okay, so if I didn't have any flooding, I would smack my speed up now, but I've got a little bit of flooding going on, so I don't think I'll bother.
Oh, that battle just turned around. Right, you are not spotting and you don't need it, so your retention is good. All is well. I wonder if it's the time of day, because usually we fight at midday, and this is the morning, but no, I don't see why that would make any difference. Weird.
Full lights, and nobody's got sun in their eyes.
I wonder if the game's just a bit confused about that, though. This was what I was thinking. Finally got yours up. Your spot can come off. Not that you can fire any more, Dirty, because you got no guns. What a shot! There's that. There's a lucky shot you were talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll put you on rate of fire. At least
but also look at my accuracy.
There's the big guns of Vanguard firing in the distance. Are they going to come anywhere close?
Battleships were this bad in real life. We never would have been.
I have hard left rudder, please.
Okay. I'm looking. I go there.
130.
I'm doing it. Are you going to have to put your speed up?
think I just saw on your damage control you got turn of 20%. So
Has a big turnaround, that was.
If I can, let's go starboard a tiny bit more, 10, 20 degrees, as long as that rear gun's still firing.
You're getting on top of your damage. Obviously, you're not taking any more damage anymore because all he's got is secondaries to peck at you, which is going to annoy you, but it's not going to, you know.
Well, I've been smashing the secondaries as well, fortunately. So
yeah, just they were equal, and then suddenly a 15-inch hit, and that's it. It's almost destroyed a battleship. So well done. Checking your accuracy. It's down. Let's get your spotter back on.
What's my repair time on my magazine?
Stand by. Probably quite bad. Where is it? You're back in action. Well done. Oh, well, it's turned around again. All guns working. All guns working again. That was a quick repair.
Any spanner that's just doing a blank one, just have them on flooding if possible.
Yep.
So the Littorio's now got critical damage and heavy flooding. Vanguard's not quite that bad, I don't think, so there's another big hit coming in.
Okay, I think I've done that optimally, as best I can. I'm aware of why you're trying to turn, but it's just going to take forever. I've put you at full speed, but it is what it is. Let's go and check out your solution, because you can fire now. Okay, your spotter off, but you need it on. What do you want?
On.
Yep, because of the conditions, because of the weird environmental. We're going to have to pretend it's a typhoon or something. I reckon the game's got confused. It thinks there's like a big storm or something. I think that's what it thinks.
Or it's having to model all that hillside in the background.
Yeah,
and it's
something like that.
Computation. You know,
it seems to be equal on both sides. I know Littorio's been getting worse, but she doesn't have a radar, so it does also make sense. It's actually as we expected. Right, so you're spotting.
Just have a damage check, please.
Looking pretty sexy, although you've lost. It's just a secondary director. Or is it a primary?
Yeah,
no, it's a primary. It's a primary.
More to the point, understate is on the moderate and minor, and Littorio's at critical now for damage, so we are slowly pecking that diamond wall away.
Let's check ammo. Ammo is very good. Littorio.
The fact that I was losing so much accuracy in the beginning, that's going to win.
Yeah.
Make the Vanguard win.
Yeah, I bet it's. I bet because it's the only one that we've done that's been in the Solomons at this time. I reckon if we, after this, we're going to do a test. We'll put it back to our normal place at a normal time, and I bet it all just suddenly the accuracy goes up. But I'm almost certain that it's affected each ship equally. So I think it's going to be okay. If it's not, then I apologise. Obviously, you're on rate of fire because you've got your accuracy back. Dirty.
That's my damage control.
You got your guns back as well. That's fully dead now. It's a 6-incher. Gutted. Oh my god, a 50. No! To make it. Oh.
I was just waiting for that one.
I've been watching while working, and Dirty's overdue for one.
It's a deserved win.
Absolutely.
LB, have you just come back in?
I've been watching while I've been taking calls, so yeah, I've been watching the entire time, but I just want to pop in and say, yeah, he's overdue for one.
We had a weird battle. We'll have to debrief that later when we've got you full time, yeah. Okay, viewers, obviously he's dead. We'll keep it running for a little bit, but, you know, you can't survive that. Oh, there you go, dead. Amazing. So, here's the weird thing. The battle worked not dissimilar to how we thought, in that Vanguard had a better accuracy throughout. We all agree she probably should have. Now, that was exacerbated massively by a game feature, quote-unquote, in that everyone had minus 40% on their fire solutions. Why? We don't know. It's the first time we've done it in the Solomons here. It's the first time we've done it at 0800 in the morning. Could that have affected it? Well, we'll go and find out right now. While I set that up, talk amongst yourselves, guys. So I'm going to set them deliberately not evading each other. They're just trying to hit each other at long range. Okay, so they're both now going to try and shoot each other. AP narrow spot in our old system, which is not in the Solomons, and it's at 12 noon. So that's how we used to play it. Just give everyone a second to get fired up. Well, look, the Italians already above 90%, and they're at 24 kiliyards. So it's the Solomon Islands, guys.
Yep.
Let's keep 95%. So what is that, viewers? This guy hasn't quite got his accuracy up, but he will do, I'm almost certain. Yeah, 90+%. Pause. We don't need to go anymore. We've seen what we need to see. So for some reason, in this game, playing at the Solomons at 0800 reduces, I think probably everyone equally by the feel of it, everyone's accuracy massively down low. So you get that weird, almost arcadey thing. I don't think it invalidated the battle, so I don't think we need to redo it. I just think it made it a little bit more silly. We've got to come back. Is that a rematch? We got a rematch on the go.
Considering the Vanguard has radar and the Littorio doesn't, I think it hampered the Littorio way more.
Well, I'm happy for a rematch, but you'd have to get an agreement with Davros. It's his game too.
I would say the opposite. My accuracy was way lower at long range with those HE shells than it should have been. I think Dirty on Littorio would have taken much more minor damage. I was hoping for those fire directors to go out with the HE shells. They never did. So I wasn't getting the impacts from the HE shells at long range that I was hoping for. That would happen if I was up at 90%. Is Littorio going to get massive penetration at 30,000 yards? I don't think so. Again, we're just rolling the dice again, and I don't think that's worth doing. You could play this game, you can play this scenario 10 times and get a 60-40 split perhaps. You run it enough times, you're probably going to get a 50-50, because I think they really are very evenly matched.
Yeah, I don't know what the right answer is, guys. I want the Brit to win, but I want a fair battle at the end of the day. But I don't see really why. I think it was a global effect. I think what we saw was a global effect, as in affected everyone. I don't know why, but it seemed to affect everyone. I don't know what the right answer is. I think we carry on. If the viewers force us to redo, then we'll go back, fine, and redo it. But my gut feeling is that it probably affected each guy equally, and what you just saw was an exacerbated kind of arcadey version of it. So we'll leave it there for now, guys. We'll see what the viewers say. It is what it is. We don't script these. We do them live, and sometimes you're going to get some weird videos.